Hey everyone, I haven't posted a video in a while. I've been very overwhelmed with school. But in the light of reading some crazy things in this textbook for school, I had to bring some things to your attention. This book right here, yep, this one, I'm doing for my physiological psychology class. And this is the first time I probably ever read a textbook for a class. And two things already caught my attention that I really am questioning who even allowed this to be put into the book. Now, some of you may agree with me, some of you may not, but either way, I'm still concerned. So there's two different types of strokes, for example. There's the ischemic stroke and then the hemorrhage stroke. One of them, the ischemic, is a blood clot, and the hemorrhage basically is bleeding out, to sum up. Now, for ischemic strokes, they give you TPA, which is supposed to break up the blood clot. And I'm going to read to you what this paragraph says about it. It is difficult to determine whether a stroke was ischemic or hemorrhage. Given that TPA is useful for ischemia, but could only make matters worse in a hemorrhage, what is a physician to do? An MRI scan distinguishes between the two kinds of stroke, but MRIs take time and time is limited. The usual decision is to give the TPA. Hemorrhage is less common and usually fatal anyway, so the risk of making a hemorrhage worse is small compared to the hope of alleviating ischemia. So basically, I understand that obviously when you're in a stroke, you don't have all the time in the world to see which one it is. But they're just saying, oh, we're going to take a chance and give them the TPA, even though it could possibly make it worse if it is a hemorrhage, but we're going to risk it anyway. I have a problem with that. I don't like that. And they're telling people to do that, students. They're trying to manipulate their minds that early. I don't know. Now here's the next one. And this one has so much wrong with it. I'm going to read it to you before I go on my rant. It says, hurt feelings are like real pain in another way. You can relieve hurt feelings with pain-relieving drugs, such as acetaminophen, so Tylenol. Researchers repeated the virtual ball-tossing study, but gave some people acetaminophen and the others a placebo. Those taking acetaminophen showed much less response in the cingulate cortex and other emotionally responsive areas. The researchers also asked college students to keep daily records about hurt feelings and social pain. While some took daily acetaminophen pills and others took a placebo, those taking the acetaminophen reported fewer cases of hurt feelings, and the frequency of hurt feelings declined over days as they continued taking the pills. In short, hurt feelings are a great deal like physical hurt. And the next time someone says you hurt their feelings, just tell them to quit complaining and take a Tylenol. First of all, this society is already getting weaker and weaker, with people not being able to handle anything, and they're so quick to take pills for every little thing that inconveniences them. And not only that, we're already having a huge drug epidemic problem with this country. So now not only are you telling children they can take a pill when their feelings get hurt instead of fucking sucking it up and dealing with it and stop being fucking babies, but now you're trying to tell them at an early age, or teach them, it's okay to take pills when your feelings get hurt. I could go on for hours about what's wrong with that statement, and if you can't figure out what's wrong with that statement, you're probably part of the problem. But when your feelings get hurt and you're telling people to take drugs when we have a drug problem as it is, people can't handle anything negative. We're just making people weaker and weaker and causing more and more physical and emotional issues. I don't know what's wrong with this book. I don't know who approved this, but I'm really concerned. Somebody needs to investigate. What are your thoughts?